I was proofreading my writing task one, I have noticed strange kind of spelling I have written. So if you write these errors, spelling errors in your IELTS writing task 1 and 2, definitely you are not going to get good band scores. You will be stuck at 5 band only, because see this, I have noticed many students, they are forgetting to write E, or forgetting to write R, forgetting to add I, and their words are like we can't understand their G, Y and J also. We can't distinguish between G, J and Y. Please take care of these words, and please learn the spellings where you are just missing E spelling. But here this strange kind of spelling I have written, if you do like this, you will not get more than 5 band score. So please take care of your spellings. And this also, this word I have tried not to repeat many times, but if you repeat the words like about, number, data, you have to paraphrase, you have to use, you have to learn synonyms of these words. So about, I will show you. So I have tried not to use more than that, but unknowingly about here also, about in introduction also we are using it, about. Okay, so I will tell you the synonym of these words also in the in this video. So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So the things I have told you last 1 minute, please take care of your errors, spellings, E, G, J. Okay, so let's do this writing task 1, that is table. So that was part of 5th October 2024, and you can see this table. After getting the writing task 1 table diagram or bar graph or pie chart, anything, please read the read the title of the table and read the question statement also. Okay, so let's read the question statement first, then we will discuss any other things about writing task 1. The table below shows data about underground railway systems in 6 major cities: London, Paris, Tokyo, Washington DC, Kyoto and Los Angeles, with date opened, date of opening, kilometers of route and passenger numbers per year in millions. It means a table consists of 6 cities, information about date of opening of railways, kilometers of routes, passengers in millions, number of passengers traveled or transported in these railways. So now we have got 3 categories, 6 cities, and we will be getting 20 minutes. Don't spend too much time on writing task 1, but yes, of course, with this task 1 can give you more bands. Okay, so with the use of large variety of vocabulary. So first 5 minutes or 3-4 minutes you can always spend on planning. So what kind of planning? Of course, you have to see highest, least and some similar kind of data. Like I can see here London 1863 and Los Angeles is the latest one. So this is the latest city which had opened these subways, and this is the oldest city, London, and which had opened its railway systems in 1863. And here I can see these 1, 2, 3, 4. Paris, Tokyo, Washington DC and Kyoto, they have opened in 19th century. Okay, so kilometers, I can see the highest kilometer in London, 394 kilometer, and this is the least kilometers, Kyoto and Los Angeles. Okay, so number of passengers annually, I can see the highest number of passengers in Tokyo in these railways, and second is this. So here I am writing it first. Okay, so here I am writing first, I am writing it here least. Okay, so both, and here also these are also the least number of passengers, first, second and third I have written. Now how will I compare? So here in this category, kilometers, London is number 1. Here this is the oldest, this is the newest, and here Tokyo and Paris are the they are carrying more number of passengers as compared to this London. Although London has more kilometers, but less passengers are traveling through these railways. Okay, now I have planned, I have analyzed the table. Okay, so that's why 3-4 minutes spent on analyzing the table. So definitely last 2-3 minutes please do proofread of your essay whatever you have written, and 150 words we need to write minimum. But if you write 150 or 200 or 190 or 160, that there is no problem in this. Okay, let's do introduction. Yeah, before that I will be discussing some vocabulary for this. So look at my vocabulary. So what I was telling you about. So question only about word is there. And in introduction we are just writing about. So we can change the word regarding with reference to, referring to, concerning. Okay, so these words we can use it in detailed paragraph also. So instead of data we can use statistics, figures, facts, information and findings. Number of, yes, this word we are just writing it in task 1 so many times. So we can use instead numbered, the total number of, the largest number of, the highest number of, you can write it. There are two sentences, you can note it. There was a large number of car production in India around this. Like I'm just giving you the example how you can use number word. Car production in India numbered around 7 million units. So we have changed the style of using this number of by adding large number of, highest number of, and air we have just make it as a verb. Okay, so let's do introduction. So introduction means we have to paraphrase the question statement. Only, nothing else you need to do. The table below. Instead of table below, we have written the presented table or the given table also you can write. We are just adding adverb with the main verb, main noun. Okay. Illustrate. Instead of shows, we have written illustrates. Instead of data about, the facts about. Okay. The facts about. Instead of underground railway system we have written subway systems in 6 different locations. Now here in bracket you can write all locations name: London, Paris, Tokyo, Washington DC, Kyoto and Los Angeles. So you start with London metropolises around the world. So here 6 major cities, so we have written around the world because that is not in one country. These are European and American countries, even Asian countries also. Around the world, including opening dates. Instead of date opened, we have written opening date. The kilometers of path, instead of route, we have written path. And travelers figures, passenger numbers, we have written traveler figures annually. And the last line, it is important to write if you want, the statistical data is calibrated or presented or represented in years, kilometers and number of passengers in millions. So this we have written from where we have picked up. So here it is given. See this date of opening, kilometers, passengers per year in millions. Now overall paragraph, what we will be writing: this is the oldest railway system, this is the newest, this is the highest kilometers they have done, and Tokyo is the number 1. So these things we will highlight. So let's see. Overall, it can be seen that London was the first town to open its metro. Or you can write London is the that thing oldest. London is having oldest railway subway system. So here was the first town to open its metro, and also with the most distance routes. I have just paraphrased the word with railway subsystem, so I have written metro. So in my country it is metro. It is known as metro for this thing. Also with the most distance routes, means maximum distance route is 394. Okay, 394 kilometers among other cities. In contrast, Paris and Tokyo were placed first and second rank respectively. See, Paris and Tokyo were placed first and second ranks. See this. Tokyo was the first and Paris was the second. But how I have given wrong information, that will give you, that answer will give a wrong impression on your IELTS examiner. So please give correct information. Here instead of Paris and Tokyo, I could have written Tokyo and Paris. So let's correct it. Tokyo and Paris were placed first and second rank. Then that would be correct sentence, respectively. In the third category, in bracket I have written passengers per year in millions. Okay. In addition, Los Angeles was the last city that set up its railroad transport with least number of path kilometers. Okay. So in simple way, I have given this overall. First, we have talked about London had started first railway to open and with maximum number of kilometers, and then we talked about maximum number of passengers in this and this, and the last one we have talked about Los Angeles. Okay, now how to write information detailed paragraph. So that's also more important, you should know it. So you can either go date wise and then you compare which is the least which is the latest one and which is the oldest one, and here one these are the in the same century. And kilometers, this is the maximum, this is the these two are the having least number of kilometers, and these are almost similar kind of thing. So and third passage you can write about last passage, first talk about this detail, then talk about this detail, and then talk about this detail, but compare it with each other. Okay, so but I will be talking about, I have taken according to the categories. So first I will talk about London, and then I will combine these two cities, Paris and Tokyo, and then I will combine these two, Kyoto and Los Angeles also city. And this Washington DC, you can just simply explain one sentence about this Washington DC. First I will talk about London. Say this, looking at the London information, how I have started looking at the London information. It had transported 775, because oldest thing we have discussed in overall. So that's why I have started with this. It had transported 775 million individuals yearly in these metro rail services, which was the first location in the world to start these subway systems, comma, with the highest number of routes in 394 in bracket I have written in kilometers. In one sentence, and you just note down the sentence structure also. Okay, so in one sentence I have explained this also, with this also, and this also. Okay, now let's talk about Paris and Tokyo. You can just note down this sentence also, please. Now in green one I will be talking about these two, Tokyo and Paris. Okay, so we will talk about combine. So spelling is wrong, COMBINING, combining the statistics about Paris and Tokyo. Got it? It was worth noted that there were 199 and 155 kilometers of rail routes respectively, which were inaugurated in early 1900 and 1927. Okay, so first I have talked about kilometers, number of kilometers about these two cities, Paris and Tokyo, and then their year also. So in one sentence we have talked about routes and years. Despite the late introduction of railways, now I am highlighting something important. Despite the late introduction of railways as compared with London, these two metros were attracting large number of passengers. 1191 Paris and 1926 Tokyo in millions annually. Okay, so this way you can explain, you can combine the data with two things. In green one you can just notice it. Now coming to this last one, and in one sentence you can talk about this Washington DC. Okay, Los Angeles, what I have written, you can just see this. Moreover, Kyoto and Los Angeles had the shortest rail routes respectively at 11 and 28. See, this had the shortest rail route at 11 and 28 kilometers. Therefore, both cities with 95 million travelers, both cities, so I have totaled it, 95 million travelers had the least figures in the therefore both cities with 95 million travelers had the least figures in the table charts. Simple way, in simple way I have written this writing task 1.